a natural body or a BBL?
BBL.
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 Do you prefer natural bodies or BBL bodies?
Natural.
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 Do you think men prefer a natural body or a BBL?
BBL.
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 Do you prefer natural bodies or BBL bodies?
Natural.
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 Yeah, y'all seen the video and see the title. Women just refuse or don't understand what men really want for real. This so crazy. You have like 6 women say that they think that men prefer BBLs over natural. And you see all the men said that they prefer natural. And if you talk to most men would say that they prefer natural women. I mean, a BBL is nice to look at. It's fun. It's something fun and nice to look at. But at the end of the day, most men would prefer something natural, something that because whether it's the feeling of it, because a lot of people say that they can tell just by feeling, the fake ass versus the real ass, the fake titties versus the real titties. Like a lot of people do say that it does feel different. And then of course, sometimes it look different. Now you can have a good BBL like Bernice Bigelow's to where, it look good on you, or you can have a messed up BBL to where you're looking like an ant for real. It's really up to you. But overall, dudes would prefer natural, just like most dudes prefer natural hair because men we prefer what's real, and women don't understand that. Like men, we big on stuff being real. We already deal with y'all lashes and nails and all of that type of stuff, but it's just like how everything gonna be fake about you. Like, and then another thing is that if you talking about having kids, your kids ain't gonna turn out looking like the artificial version of yourself. Your kids gonna turn out looking like your natural self. Like I'll never forget this story a couple years ago about this Chinese man who divorced and sued his wife because all his kids came out looking ugly, and they came out looking ugly because come to find out she had plastic surgery. So that fake stuff ain't gonna work when it comes to having kids and them genetics. Like if you have an ass, that ass ain't gonna pass on to your daughter. Like that ain't how genetics work for real. And I think that women, for the most part, they get BBLs for attention. And men know that's another reason why men don't like BBLs, because we know it's attention seeking. We know that you're gonna get attention, unnecessary attention. It's meant for the club life, the party life. It's meant to turn heads. Like, don't no man want his female getting all of that attention. It's already one thing if she naturally look good or naturally have a body, but the BBLs be looking crazy to where it's like you got the perfect shape and all of that. Like, come on now, like that don't even make sense. But it goes to show like women really don't understand what men want, and women think that what they want is also what men want too. And we know that that's not the case. Like it's just crazy. But we know that women don't have to understand men because they get men regardless. Like men have to understand women, because if we don't understand women, we gonna get curved and we gonna get played and stuff. Like women like could be the worst people in the world. It's still gonna be dudes hitting on them. They can look busted. Like, y'all thirsty simp dudes lust after women no matter how they look or what they do. So why should they care how men think and feel when there's always another dude who gonna put her on a pedestal? Like it's crazy. But I also want to take a look at this other video, basically also breaking down why women don't understand men. That's all it come down to, is that women really don't understand men.
I should have an opinion.
You don't think men should have an opinion?
No, like on body count, like on body count.
Like he's saying a preference, like a guy.
Oh.
So for example, guys typically when they're choosing a woman they want to settle down with, they don't want a chick that has been completely ran through. So he's asking.
it's-
What about a man that's ran through?
Hold on.
Why do we only use
We
the
can-
term ran
hold
through
on.
against women?
See, this is what I'll be talking about. Perfect example. Every time that a man points out something about a woman that he don't like or want to change, women always put it back on men. Every time we bring up women cheating, well, men cheat too. Like it can never be like women can never take accountability for anything. It's just crazy. Like they always put it off back on the man. Whenever we ask them something, they always come back to the men, and it's really looking like, and I want like everything y'all do y'all do it just because men do it? Like that's what it's really coming down to. Like women just want to be men low key and do what men do. Like that's crazy. You don't hear men talking about some wanting to do stuff that women do, like wanting to have a woman cater for us and woman pay all our bills and some men like that, but majority the man's men that out here getting it. Like we don't want that. Like we don't care about not getting into the club for free and stuff like that. Like it's just crazy that women just won't accept what men want and what men like.
Okay, we can get to that later, but let's just first get through the question. So
let's stay on the point.
Yes. So would you have an issue, or do you think it's wrong for a guy to have a preference to date a woman who's not promiscuous and who has a low body count?
Personally, I would prefer if they didn't have that preference, but I know a lot of men do, and I would love to understand why. I've never really had a conversation with a guy of why they feel like men or why they feel women shouldn't be ran through. So I'd love to hear more
So
perspective.
before we do give our take on this, I do want to give everyone an opportunity to answer before we share. So go ahead.
I think it depends because there's a lot of guys with like really high body count.
Tilt the microphone down towards you. Here, pull it from the, yeah. There you go.
Okay, so I think there's a lot of guys that have like really high body count, but
Once again, what does this have to do with men? The question is, I forgot. The question is, I believe, do you think that body count should matters, or do body count matters to men? And off rip, two of them bringing up men body count. We talking about women body count. Just like if we bring up women cheating, women go, what about men cheating? They can never just answer the question and keep it on themselves. It's crazy.
still ask for a girl to have like a body count less than 10. It's kind of like hypocrite in a way.
Okay, so we can address the double standard thing, but let's assume that he has a low body count too.
If he does and he's like asking for a girl with low body count, then yes, because that's his preference. But it should like I don't think a woman should be judged over her body count.
Okay, so
Of course
the
not.
double standard, like if the guy has a high body count, then he shouldn't have.
Yeah, and he's gonna ask for.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Go ahead.
I agree. I don't think it's a man's business to know a woman's body count because either way, women can lie. I don't really think, like you said, that there's signs that a woman has a high body count. I don't think that's true. You roll your eyes at me, but I just think it's funny that you just get so.
Continue on with your point.
Well, like, am I gonna ask a man, oh, what's your body count?
You could.
I know, but I don't care, to be
Well,
honest.
that is a bit of a difference between men and women, generally speaking.
Yeah, but why?
Far less about it than
But
men.
why is it so important for a woman to have a low body count?
Because we don't want hoes.
We'll get to that. We'll adjust that.
Let me finish
I
the
just
video.
want to give everyone an opportunity to speak. Go ahead.
So I don't think a woman's value is fully defined with their body count, but with that said, I do think a man is entitled to have a preference.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. Men are entitled to have their preferences. But with that being said, someone who does have a high body count is no longer worthy of love.
Orson, can you just close the door? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's fine to have a preference. I don't care what other people's preferences are, but I think just move on to another girl then. There are girls with low body counts if you want them. It's not like they're scarce, like
They definitely is scarce, mother.
it's
It's
possible.
pretty
depending where
scarce,
you
but
are.
it's pretty scarce, but go ahead.
You can have your own opinion, but I don't think I would date a guy who would want me to have a low body count.
Oh, the what?
That's just like
Okay.
If that's his want me to have a low body count, think I would date a guy who would want me to have a low body count.
Okay.
If that's his his, what's the word, like, I must have like a low body count for him to like date me, something like that.
Okay.
You don't want a guy who wouldn't want you if you have a low body count. That's because you don't have a low body count, so he wouldn't want you. What are you talking about? Of course you wouldn't want a guy that preferred low body count because you don't have a low body count.
Natasha?
I would respect if a guy wanted a low body count because I also feel that way towards guys. Like there's a certain threshold that they can have to the point where I'm like,
Okay, so actually one more video where basically he asked everybody, since body count don't matter, what is your body count? And of course, you know, all the women refused to give up their body count and started talking about some why does that matter? So point already proven is that they know that body count matters because if it didn't matter, they wouldn't care telling it. That's what they're saying, like, stuff that you don't care about telling. Like if somebody asks me what's my name, I'm not going to care about telling them what's my name because it doesn't matter, or your age. Like people only don't want to tell stuff that matters. So we already know that that's a lie. But this goes to prove my point even more is that, like I said, women just don't care or don't know or don't want to understand what men like and how men think. And this is why most women can't keep a man. Like y'all wonder why most of y'all not getting married and most of y'all can't keep a man and why men, like y'all just act like men are just bad people and cheaters. No, it's because y'all don't understand us or get us. So yeah, a man gonna do what he gotta do to get some sex, or there's simps out there who gonna neglect they self to put you on the pedestal, but any dude who works something, they gonna care about their own self and their needs and their wants. And women don't understand that. Like men who have value, the men that y'all actually want, we care about the things that we like. And I don't understand why women can't just accept that. Like men, we accept that y'all like money, y'all like dudes who tall, y'all like dudes who charismatic. Like we accept that. We don't sit up there and argue with y'all about what y'all like and oh, why does it matter that I have money? Y'all will be looking at us like we dumb. But when we say bring a body count, y'all look at us like we dumb because we care about that. Like what we care about and what y'all care about is different, but that shouldn't change the fact that it matters. Like certain stuff that women care about, a lot of men wish that y'all didn't care about. Y'all don't think short dudes don't wish that y'all didn't care about heights. Y'all don't think broke dudes wish that y'all didn't care about money. Y'all don't think that ugly dudes wish y'all didn't care about attractiveness. Like it just crazy to me why women just can't accept what men like and what men want. Like, and it's crazy, but what it comes down to, like I said, is that this is why y'all just gonna keep on failing with men and it just gonna keep on being what it is. And then this part, like I said, men fought because a lot of y'all put them on the pedestal and y'all overlook y'all needs. Like so many men just give women everything that they want and just give them money, the sex, like, and that's what kills me is that not only do you have to protect and provide, you also have to make her come and make her have the best sex ever. So it's like, as a man, what do you get? It doesn't matter what she give you. Like, we know women don't even cook no more like that. So it's like, what do men really get to have from women? It's like nothing, like it's not equal. I have to risk my life for you. I have to bust my ass and provide for you. Then I gotta make sure you come. Then, like I gotta make sure you laugh. I gotta make sure you're not bored. I gotta do all of this. And what the fuck do I get? Like, it's crazy to me. So, yeah, it's just crazy. Like I said, this is not a women bashing channel or none of that. It just is what it is. It's just the truth about relationships. And I do feel like women is responsible for relationships not working and the shit being the way that it is. Like it's a lot of men for it, but men, this is what women don't understand is that men react off of how men adapt to how women react and act. So everything we doing is to counteract the way that y'all acting. The reason why dudes is players and deal with a lot of women is because we know that that's what attracts women and turn y'all on. Like it just is what it is. Like I said in another video, women say one thing and then do another. Like it's really crazy. But that's just what I wanted to say about the video. Like women just don't understand men and just refuse to get it, refuse to take accountability. It's just crazy. And y'all just gonna keep on suffering because men is not gonna change. Men one low body count been that way since the beginning of fucking time. Like it's like some men don't care, and them the dumbass men like Kanye West and Josh Smith who end up getting cheated on and end up getting left for another dude and all of that type of stuff. Like this, like them the dudes, like they see what happens when they don't care about body count and don't care about a woman past they ass end up paying in the end. Like smart men give a fuck about people past and what women then did because past events form future trends. If past don't matter, then we should just get rid of fucking credit and we should get rid of your criminal history. And we know that's not going to happen. So why the fuck would we get rid of your sexual history? And another thing, women like to bring up men body count and shit like that. That's why I said men and women is different. Women don't want a man that doesn't get bitches and doesn't have bitches. Women don't want inexperienced men. Men want inexperienced women. We different. That's why it doesn't matter. That's why men body count don't matter, because if a dude don't get bitches, he not gonna be good in bed. So y'all off rip gonna hate him and not like him because of that. He not gonna know how to deal with women attitude and emotions. He not gonna know what women like and don't like. So men have to deal with women and have a lot of women to attract y'all. It's not the same because men will be happy teaching a woman certain stuff and growing with her, taking her to new restaurants, taking her on her first trip. Like we want to be the ones to say we turned the girl out. Like, yeah, I was the first nigga that she sucked up for an hour. I'm the first nigga that she licked balls. She the first. Like men want to be the first when it comes to stuff. That's why we different. So that's all I gotta say. Maybe one day women y'all will get it through y'all head so y'all can start doing better.